Well, this is my other Baja and my brother, but this is the bike I spoke about in my last video about how this one has a bad crank seal. How, you know, I got two of these bikes. One I got running really good, and this one, after I got it running, it started just pissing loads of oil, all throwing it up on this side of the motor because that crank seal had failed and it was getting into the fan and such. And I got the cup and the fan off, but I could not get this flywheel off to save my life. Nothing will do it except for a specialty puller, because I could not get this motor to run really well anyway. I mean, it ran okay, but not actually great. So what we's gonna do, because we have loads of dispensable engines always, is and because, you know, classic mini bike style, classic mini bike deserves a classic old engine. So we're gonna throw the old 2-horse Briggs in there. My favorite engine ever. Starts up first pull no matter how long she's sitting. Runs really good. Smokes a lot, but and it gets through some oil, but it's a good little engine. And it's got the same size shaft. 5/8, right, Tom? 5/8 shaft. So the clutch from the Baja, the old Baja motor, should fit right on. So what he's doing now is loosening up the bolts holding that motor in, and we'll do that. We'll slide the motor back. Take the chain, we'll lift the chain cover off, take the chain off, then pull the motor out, pop off the clutch, put the clutch on that motor, drill probably, what, 2 or 4 new holes? 4 new holes to mount the motor, and then we'll throw her in there. So that's what's going on. So right now we're just loosening up the motor, and when we've got those bolts undone and the cover off the primary, well, not really the primary, but the clutch cover thing, we'll show the motor being removed. Alright, well, the motor's loose in the frame, and what he's doing here is removing the clutch itself by backing off that 12 mil there.
8 mil.
What?
8 mil.
8 mil? You said it was 12.
Well, the size of the spanner is.
Yeah, 12 mil for freak's sakes. So he's backing that off, and we're going to pull the clutch itself off, and then, along with the chain at the same time, and then we'll be able to lift that motor out the frame. So the clutch comes off just like that. Wicked. And now, probably got to unplug those electrics too, right? You got a ground here. Ah, friggin' thing. Yeah, I can't really do it with one hand, so I'm going to unplug the electrics and we'll take the motor out the frame. The Baja engine's out of the frame now. I had to remove the electrics, disconnect the throttle cable, and remove the chain and undo the bolts, and that was it. She came right out. Pretty simple. Took about 10 minutes. So that motor's there. So right now he's measuring the old holes and comparing them to the older ones, or the old ones comparing them to the new ones on this Briggs motor, and he's going to drill out the new correct mounting bolt locations. We've got the clutch on here, just loose like, but it is the same size, so that should fit. So that's awesome. So yeah, we're just going to measure up those holes and drill them and throw that new motor in. Well, we've got a little loose mock-up for y'all. It seems like it's going to be pretty close. The holes that he had previously decided, I found out that they're a little bit too far back. The tank won't clear over this frame member here. And there's also the oil drain there, which gets in the way too. So we're either going to have to, raise the motor up, put a different drain in there. Those are the only options, right?
Yeah, this plate would go under it.
Would it rise it up enough though?
Yeah.
How? But that plate wouldn't, the holes wouldn't work.
Yeah, no, but they wouldn't need to go. They just sit underneath it.
Alright, cool. You want to try that under there real quick to see if it still clears? Yeah, that's much better. Yeah, it clears it good. Alright, let's do it. For sure, that'll be awesome. But that hole's going to have to be amended to be a little bit more forward, right?
Fine.
It's fine?
Yeah.
Wicked. So he's going to get down and drill the holes. Or drill 2 of the holes at one. Drop her, man. Piece of American history. Gonna drill the holes, 2 of them, and then we'll use that to determine where to position the clutch and the chain.
Now I know where this is going.
Extension. Safety first. Don't want to get zapped by no electrocution. You always want to make sure also to use your proper safety equipment, just like Tommy is. You should use a little bit of nothing combined with your nothing.
Take the seat off.
No, do it through the bottom. Here.
I can't go to the bottom. There's a hole.
Go to the bottom.
I don't have the hole marked at the bottom.
Alright, fine, I'll move the seat. Alright, well the seat's off and Tommy started off the hole. Put a little bit of lubricant. 7/32 size. Put a little lubricant on there. We're using what is it, a Ryobi drill? Yeah. Ryobi drill. Corded drill plugged out to 110 volts. What kind of bit are you using, Tom? Yeah, what kind? Like carbide?
High-speed steel.
High-speed steel?
What do you think?
I don't know. You two might be interested. She's through. So you're gonna drill what, 2 holes? Because those don't look big enough for them bolts.
No, it's a pilot hole.
Pilot hole? Cool. Well, it's tomorrow and the motor is in the frame good. We've got the exhaust set up. How many mounting bolts does it have? 2? 3? 3? Stupid bitches. 3 mounting bolts. And the clutch is on there good too. Chain's a little bit slack.
Well, it's one of those situations.
It's one of those situations. You could take a link out probably?
Nope, can't. Be too tight.
Well, it's an adjuster, Tommy.
No, I know. Even with that adjuster, there's not enough room.
That won't work. We take out 1 link and slide that adjuster forward. It should be fine.
I tried. Couldn't.
No way. All right. Well, let's see if she'll run at least. Or she runs good. Is it no throttle set up, right? Right, Tom? See if she'll go. Oh, she's shooting. Oh, look at that. Sounds real good with that straight through exhaust. Yeah, she goes. I'm impressed. That little old engine all tired out and stuff can actually pull that bike along. That's wicked. It's Briggs and Stratton, they're the best. They go forever. Never give you any trouble. Although it seems, oh, I think the chain jumped off. Yep, chain jumped off. Oh well. Here he come again. Oh, he's hauling ass. Look at that. Oh shit. He's hauling ass. Tommy, the throttle cable's dangling. Oh shit. You know, I find it super hard to believe it's that slack, and then when you take 1 link out and adjust that tensioner, it's too tight. I can't believe that. No, look how much adjustment you've got with that adjuster. There's no way.
Fine, I'll fucking do it and you'll see.
Whoa, chill out. Children watching.
Yeah, right.
Because that's just unacceptable like that. But how's the motor run? Is it all shaky and shit like the old China one was?
No.
Great. I love Briggs and Stratton. So I guess we'll adjust that chain, hook up the throttle cable, then we'll do a final riding video. Alright, well, it's tomorrow again, and we've got the throttle cable sort of hooked up. As you can see, it does work. Not very good, but it works. We're due for now. Because this is the third day I've been filming. Greg's here today. It's a very nice day. What's the weather like today, man?
Oh, it's feeling pretty cool out.
Pretty cool. Got the KX, putting the stock air boxes back in this thing. Yeah, remember this? Made some videos of it. More videos of that to come, but not today. And we've got Thomas putting the air cleaner back on, and we've got a half link for the chain. And it's because before it was either too loose or too tight, but that's pretty damn good adjustment right there. Whoa, you're dicking it up.
Well, it's always like that.
All right, it'll be okay, I guess.
It's not even 13 inches. I don't know, I can't get it to...
Yeah, it's kind of difficult to thread in. But you do need that in there, or else the carburetor won't function right. So yeah, we're gonna put that on there, put the seat back on, then we'll take her for a little bit of a test ride. Sweet. Alright, well here she is, all finished, well mostly finished. Got the 2-horse Briggs and Stratton in there, circa 1987. Motor came off an edger and it's super worn out, but China motor in there shot out its right side crank seal, and because I don't know where to get another one of those, so this is what we ended up doing. Tommy Denham here did most of the work. And yeah, so it runs pretty good. We'll go ahead and start her up. No ignition switch set up yet. I mean, the throttle set up not too good, but it does work. So we'll go ahead and fire her up. Very quick, ain't it? Right, Tommy? Sounds good. Sounds pretty good. Low idle. Yeah, there you have it. That's a Baja dirt bug, doodle bug sort of thing with a 2 horsepower Briggs and Stratton side valve motor in it. Thanks for watching.